Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH_sports. Okay, I have a few autographs I'm going to show you. Number one auto is Brooks Robinson. I got this, it's PSA DNA, by the way. I got this for about $16, free shipping. And he's a Hall of Famer, by the way. He played what from the 50s to the late 70s. I wasn't alive. And yeah, he's still alive. 16 bucks. No one really wants to buy his auto. So I'm like, okay, it's the off-season baseball. These autographs no one's looking after. I'm just gonna buy it. And granted, if I'm forced to liquidate this down the road, okay, what will I sell it at? 10, $11? I'm not gonna lose that much money if people don't want his autograph, but it's cheaper when they're alive, by the way. Another autograph we got through the business though. It's only 20 bucks. Shipped, by the way. PSA DNA of Brooks Robinson. Okay. Third baseman. Here's something that I really liked. My wife liked too. We got through the business, and it is a bunch of players from the Orioles back in the day. It also has, I believe, Brooks Robinson. And does this have Palm? No, it doesn't have Palmero. No. But it has Luis Aparicio and it has his autograph. And I showed you a Luis Aparicio autograph when he was with the White Sox. Now this is a picture when he was. It's a cartoon picture when he was a little older, when he was with the Orioles. But still, this is it looks really nice. What 16, 17 bucks? And I got two items from the BBC. There was another Brooks Robinson auto. It was like 11 bucks. It's like no one's buying this stuff. Granted, obviously, people our generation, if they're not looking at it, there's virtually no demand. And people that are older, I doubt they're collecting this stuff because if they collected it, they collected it maybe 20, 30 years ago. And now they want to get rid of it and they're getting desperate. And I was talking about buying items when they are dirt cheap, when there is blood in the streets. Well, some sellers, it looks like there's blood in the streets for some of these vintage autos. Granted, it's not going to go up tenfold. I don't expect those returns, but it's cheaper when they're alive. It's cheaper when the baseball is in the off season and they're going through a strike. So I just made my moves and just bought these for what I believe is a reasonable price. And I'm getting a great deal. I'm getting great deals. Anyways, I want to get into this topic. I'm going to be talking about musical chairs and this concept FIFO that we use in accounting, first in, first out. And it seems that this sports card market is a bit like musical chairs. Some people may not agree with it, but I'll talk about this. So when we were kids, we played that game. So the music goes on. There's what, maybe six chairs, seven people. The last one um, to not sit down when the music stops. Okay, they're out. Well, I wouldn't consider this to be where a situation where there's seven people and six chairs. I'd consider the sports card market right now is what, seven chairs. I mean, seven people and about two to three chairs. And those individuals that get to sit down, okay, they win. And that's what's going on. Not many people are winning right now. You've seen a lot of people leave the hobby. I see it in the comment section. A lot of people are frustrated about what's going on in modern these days. Granted, there are some modern cards, some of the Brady's that have been doing phenomenal. That's because he's exceeded expectations. Rogers cards did well because he exceeded expectations. The list goes on and on for those individuals that are at the high end or that perform at the high end. And a lot of people who got in early, those are the guys that are sitting down in the chair. And it gets to this concept in accounting, first in, first out. You use it basically for inventory. And the individuals that got in first, you're looking at 2017, 2018, 29, even 2019. Those individuals are doing well. And a lot of the buying pressure came in 2020. Yeah, I was buying cards in 2020, but there were cards that people weren't really looking at. Everyone was chasing the MJ cards, the basketball cards. And I was looking at, okay, they're going after MJ. So I'm just going to look at these weird cards that people aren't looking at. I'm going to look at boxing. I'm going to look at UFC. I'm going to look at even some tennis cards. I was looking at Brady rookies that people weren't focusing on. Everyone was focusing on the Chrome Refractor, on the Chrome, the number 236, and they're looking at the 230 other 236 card as well. And this was the off season, and no one expected him to win a Super Bowl in his first year with the Buccaneers. So I was just buying stuff like that. But I remember listening to this dude on Sports Card Radio. I know some people they don't like that guy, but it's not about liking the guy or not. He made a good point in one of his videos where he was, I believe, looking at Card Ladder, and he was looking at the volume of the purchases. He's basically saying that a lot of these guys bought in 2020 at the wrong moment. That was the time where a lot of the guys now are underwater. Not everyone. There's some people that have done phenomenal that bought in 2020, but for the most part, they haven't. And he was saying that the people that bought before that, there aren't that many of them. Well, I know people are commenting they were buying way before, but there are a handful of people that got burned. And basically, it goes back to that accounting principle, first in, first out. Those got in first, well, they're fine. And they're still holding. I'm still holding some of my cards, and I'm doing pretty well till this date. And there are people that bought cards way before and are just sitting on hundreds of thousands of dollars. But what I'm also getting at is now people are moving into Marvel, and I believe that people who are flipping, who wanted the quick buck, they don't see too many opportunities in sports cards. Some people say there's opportunities, but a lot of those guys are going into Marvel and chasing these cards up. There have been rumors that potentially private equity is pumping this up. I cannot confirm or deny this, but there seem to be individuals just chasing. And if you look at the collectibles market, look at older articles that I don't know if I've showed you this, but they were talking about, this is in the Chicago Tribune, just looking at when the market was quiet in the collectibles industry, that if you want to make money in this, you have to be patient. You have to wait long periods of time, probably 5 years, 10 years. And now you see everyone acting like it's a freaking hedge fund. Everyone wants to act like Steve Cohen, who owns PSA. Granted, I've criticized Steve Cohen, but I'll give him props to him regarding this. He was a phenomenal trader. He made billions of dollars day trading. He first started out his career in the 70s, I believe, and he made a ton of money because he was great at technical analysis. So the thing is that for every Steve Cohen, there's a lot of people that end up losing. So in the game of musical chairs, Steve Cohen's going to win, but all the rest of you guys, or the majority of those guys, are not. And I understand those individuals that were buying Marvel when it was dirt cheap in 2020. I know Stacking Gems, he was buying when people were laughing at him. I believe he was saying in the comment section. And yeah, if you're buying when no one's buying, you're the first one in, basically the first one in. And if someone wanted to sell their Marvels and they bought early, Good for them into this hype. But long story short, those that are chasing right now, in my opinion, this is unsustainable. Nothing goes up in a straight line. I mean, you even see the stock market. You've seen volatility happen the first quarter of this year. Nothing goes up in a straight line. And there's going to be mean reversion. Look at what sports cards last year. Everyone thought that, oh, these cards are going to continuously go up. No. The law of numbers tell you that if there's excessive sentiment, bullish sentiment, it's going to mean revert. It's going to go down. And what we saw in March of last year, people are saying, hey, a $500,000 card is going to go to $1 million right now. No, it's down $200,000, close to, for some of these cards. The Jordan cards are down 50-60%. And thing is, all that buying pressure, they're fresh. All these guys who were part of the buying pressure in 2020 that were buying closer to the highs, well, they're frustrated, they're out. So some of that liquidity is going away. And now some of these guys that were successful, they're going into Spider-Man or they're going to Marvel. And yeah, if I had Marvel cards, I'd probably be selling some of them right now. Just to take some profits. Nothing wrong in taking profits in my idea. So, yeah, this game of musical chairs and first in, first out. Okay, some people will win, but majority are going to lose. And you have to remember, the markets will correct. They will go back to normal. We are going to get out of this pandemic. And on top of it, sports card values, Marvel card values will probably do what they did in the past. Maybe have a small appreciation year over year. Just thinking that this thing will go up like crazy, like 2020 and early parts of 2021, those days are over. And we have to look at what people said back in the day about collectibles. Collectibles, you have to own for a long period of time before it goes up. These returns have been phenomenal. And we shouldn't take anything for granted. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below, guys. Thank you. Bye.